my crafty friends, this is Mary. So glad you could come by Cardz TV today. We're going to make a Father's Day card. I know it's next month, but it'll be here before we know it. So we need to go ahead and get our cards made so we'll be ready. We're going to use one of my favorites and yours too, Create a Critter, and one of my stamp sets. This is Cardz TV Father's Day, and there's several on here that I was thinking of using, but I think I decided to use this one. A father is someone you can look up to no matter how tall you grow. So that's the one we're going to use today. And once again, we're going to use the This and That paper pack. This is from Echo Park, and this particular one is called Charming. And my dear sweet friend Renee sent this to me, and I love it, Renee. It's got so many cute papers in here, and I love the colors of this one for masculine cards. So I'll show you what I've pulled out. Now this is some marigold cardstock. This is not part of the paper pack. This is from Color Book. And then on top of that, I have some chocolate brown. Now my card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have a chocolate brown mat. This is 4 by 5 1/4. This is from Basil. And this is one of the papers from the Echo Park stack. And I really like this, and you'll see why in a minute. I think it matches really well with the images we're going to use. And this is 3 3/4 by 5. And I've inked around it just a little bit with some Tim Holtz Tea-Dye Distress ink. And I can go ahead and layer all these on because I'm not going to be wrapping any ribbon or anything around here. So I'll use my ATG gun and get these put down, and then I'll show you what's going on here. It's so cute. This is a very quick, simple little card, but so cute. It would have to be when you use Create a Critter, right? The card base is all ready, and before we add our images, I decided to add a border down here close to the bottom. And this is a brown border. It's the same cardstock as this chocolate brown mat. And it is 1 inch by 3 3/4. And on top of that, I added some washi tape. Have you guys used washi tape before? It's awesome. I love it. This came from Freckled Fawn, and I'll give you a link at the end of the video. They have got so many kinds, and it's so pretty. I love this one, though, because it looks like a tape measure, and it's perfect for what we're going to be putting on here. So all you do is unroll a piece, tear it off, and it sticks right down. I love that. And there's no bulk to it because it's tape. So we're going to add this right here. And don't forget, if you're interested in this washi tape from Freckled Fawn or any of the others they have some really cute ones. Check the end of the video for the link. We'll go ahead and get this border put on. And then I'm going to show you these little images. And with the sentiment, you'll see how it all makes sense then. I kind of tease you, don't I? I tell you I'm going to show you the image, and then I don't. But I'm really going to show it to you now. Okay, now we've got our base ready. Look at this. I love these little guys. They are so stinking cute. And I can't believe I've never used these giraffes from Create a Critter. But they're so cute. And there's only 3 layers to them, and they're super simple to put together. And I use some Tim Holtz Tea-Dye Distress ink on them as well. And I've forgotten something I was going to add to the daddy giraffe here, and we'll add that on in just a minute. But let me show you where they're at and what size these are. They are on page 48, and here's the daddy right here. I'm calling him the daddy because he's the big one. And I cut him at 4 1/4 inches. And his bottom layer is brown. This is the orange layer that's showing through, and then the top layer is the same marigold as the card base. And he's at 4 1/4 inches. And that's on page 48. Now for the little guy here, Now, if you want this to be a boy, leave it the way it is. If you want it to be a girl, you could take a little tiny piece of baker's twine, or really tiny thin ribbon, or just some kind of small little fiber, and put a little bow up here or something, or a tiny little flower, or a little bit of bling to make it a little girl. But I'm leaving mine as a little boy. No bling for him. But you can see he is going in the opposite direction because he's looking up at Dad. So I used flip for him. Now he's cut at 2 3/4 inches on flip. Same layering and everything. And I've got both of these on 2 thicknesses of foam tape. And then for my sentiment, and we're going to put these right in here so you can see that this is like a measuring tape back here. And remember, the sentiment from the Cardz TV set is, a father is someone you can look up to no matter how tall you grow. Is that not perfect for this? I saw that giraffe and I thought, I have to use that. Now, this is ivory cardstock. I stamped my sentiment with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I cut it out, and this is 1 3/8 inches by 1 5/8 inches. And then I have another piece of the chocolate brown for a mat, and it's 1 5/8 by 1 7/8. I'm going to layer this together and pop this right up here, and I'll get these guys spaced out so it looks just right. And then I have this really cute little button that I'm going to put right up here in the corner, and I ran some embroidery floss through there. That is so hard for me to say, but that's going on there. So let me get it all stuck down, and we'll come back and take a look at this cute little Father's Day card. Here's our finished Father's Day card using Create a Critter and Cardz TV Stamps Father's Day. I love how this turned out. I'm just crazy about these little giraffes. Now, I used a different button than the first one I picked. It was too large, so I went for one that's a little smaller, and it only had 2 holes in it. But I ran the floss through that as well. And what I had forgotten to add before, I thought the Daddy Giraffe needed a snappy red bow tie. So I went looking through Create a Critter, and sure enough, on page 38, this little kitten had a bow under her neck. So I just went over here to layer 2, and I used some burgundy cardstock, burgundy red, and I cut that at 1 3/4 inches and put that on that little Daddy Giraffe. And I think he looks very handsome. But there's our card for today, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll have another card for you again really soon. Bye now.